The world is watching Baltimore, and I'm going to give them something to see. I applied for Martin Luther King's job in 2006. We don't got no more Martins. We ain't got no more Malcolms. We got too many self-serving demigods. Al Sharpton don't serve us. Jesse Jackson Jr. don't serve us. So I picked up the baton that he dropped. Peter Franchot, that's $250 million in intellectual property theft. That's Peter Franchot, all right? And y'all made me famous for toilets. And I'm running with that. That's 1998, all right? Shorty's Underground Ribs and Catering, all right? I own Shorty's. Nobody has a right to sign my checks. Nobody has a right to sign my checks. That's Baltimore rewired, the money behind the machine. And that's the Supreme Court. I was kidnapped by the state and I never got a trial. I never got a trial in Maryland. I never got a trial in Illinois. I got a right to property. So we're going to talk about that property. And we're going to talk about Marilyn Mosby. We're going to talk about Tessa. We're going to talk about the NAACP. We're going to talk about the corruption and the cover-up. The cover-up crew. Like I said, that's the Supreme Court. That's the Supreme Court. And Peter Franchot got my paperwork to go to the Supreme Court. Justin Fenton got, we own this city, we run this city. Well, this is Baltimore, rewired. That's the Department of Justice. You go get that from the Department of Justice. All right? I'm a whistleblower on the courts. That's Justin Fenton. That's Diana Suggs from the Baltimore Sun. Y'all had this. That's Governor Ehrlich. We're talking about the corruption and the cover-up in the corruption. That's Brooke Learman. That's Bill Ferguson. That's Corey McRae. I was making a movie about Fox 45 in the media and the role the media plays in misinformation. That's Charles Gibson from World News Tonight. That's Peter Janis from Fox 45. That's the Department of Justice. I was kidnapped by the state. I'm a whistleblower. I'm an activist. And we're talking about the new face of old Jim Crow. We out here today. Everything I've been doing since 2000 and when I opened up. Like I said, the new face of old Jim Crow, Congressman Cummings, Senator Cardin, Sheriff Fisher, Mr. Snowden, Mr. McGee, Judge Bell. Y'all made me famous for toilets, and I'm going to run with that. I'm the best of the best in Baltimore. I went from terrorist to activist in 11 years. In 11 years, I rebuilt my life. I rebranded myself. That's Shorty Davis, citywide Weaver Award winner. You feel me? And these people are signing off on this. I lead marches in Baltimore. I fight for my kids. That's Ron Matz. These are the activists in Baltimore. Y'all know who he is. And y'all know Tawanda Jones. I'm an activist. She called me Shut Him Down Shorty. I'm Shorty. Save a cop's life in the war on drugs. All right? That's Ed Norris and the corruption that you got in the city. 2004, Commissioner, all right? And I gave you the criminal enterprise in 2010. In 2010, I broke down Gov.O'Malley's crime machine. You feel me? I gave that to y'all. I gave you evidence to the Baltimore Sun before I got locked up. The Baltimore Sun had this evidence. All right? Racism in the judicial system. The state's attorney had this in 2015. Like I said, intellectual property. That's Ricky Spector. That's Farmer Nail. I'm the 2021 Weaver Award winner. All right? Now I was making a movie, Letters Design. It's my intellectual property, Letters Design. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. That's Jack Young. That's Mike Tyson and my grandmother. She said, knock you out. That's Sheila Roof, my delegate. I'm Shorty. And that's me back in the 80s. When I used to be a drug dealer, kingpin. Yeah, when I used to do what I do, I was a hustler. That's my family. And you kidnapped me from my family. You stole me from my mother. You feel me? So we're doing art and activism, the art of protest. She been lying to you. I'm an activist. I'm not a terrorist. Feel me? I went home on vacation and came back on probation. Freedom is almost perfected. Just a few more laws, regulations, and cages. And you trying to lock us up. That's a movie release. All right? John Bailey, Karen Levy, Governor Hogan. That's a movie release. And this is my family in Illinois. Y'all kidnapped me from my family like Dred Scott. So like Martin Luther King, let's free Keith Davis. All right? We talking about the death and the murders. And we worth a lot of money. $250 million for this movie. $250 million. And it's bombs away. You can't shit with us. You feel me? This is art and activism. And I'm going to be active in my community. It's the time to pee. It's the time to pee. That's Governor Hogan. We will confront racism to create a more inclusive and just world. We stand in solidarity with our black partners, customers, and communities. We will not be bystanders. That's Johnny Oleski. That's Governor Hogan. That's Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake. Thank you for using the toilet. And that's my ceasefire program. We went to Washington, D.C. We're going to stop the murder and the death in our communities in the war on drugs. Like I said, I'm Shorty. I was making a movie. $250 million. That's Governor O'Malley. That's Ozzie Newsome. And we talking about black lives. Black lives don't matter, black money do. $250 million because I've been making a documentary and documenting all the people you've been killing. I'm the Weaver Award winner. I'm on the House of Cards. So this is going to be your House of Cards. That's Ed Mulatolo from the Ravens. That's Ozzie Newsome. Director of Promotions and Arts in Baltimore, New York, Philadelphia, and Chicago. All right, I was making a movie. And Mayor Brandon Scott got that. The movie's about your prison industry, mass incarceration. You feel me? Right there. Maryland's prison industry, Governor O'Malley and Brown machine. You feel me? It's a time to pee. Y'all locked me up in 2011 for this toilet. That toilet was exposed in Scott Shellenberger, Governor O'Malley's mom machine. That toilet was exposing the judges and the lawyers that get paid to lock up black Baltimore. That's Chief Hyatt and the state prosecutor. That's Scott Shellenberger. That's my toilet in New York City. That toilet is about the school. Tim Williams, WJZ, the school board, Fern Shin, the school to prison pipeline, Anthony McCarthy. Everything that he know, he gonna have to testify. We're gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. That's Head States Marilyn Mosby. You gotta turn over that evidence. That's Moxley. And I'm Shorty, the barbecue guy. This is a traveling art show. And this is what you're gonna see. At 5 o'clock, we're gonna be at the War Memorial. And you can see all of this. All of this is for public consumption. It's the art and protest. So we're at Starbucks and we're waiting for Starbucks to open. So at 5 o'clock today at the War Memorial, Shorty's Traveling Art Show, it's gonna be like this. Mark Chat! It's your wake-up call.